It's hot outside. I need ice cream. But sugar can cause weight gain, energy crashes, and lead to intense craving. But I still need something icy, refreshing, sweet, and healthy. So let's make a fruit cluster. Interesting, but I don't want something ordinary. Wait, what if I put blended peaches in the center for natural sweetness, surround them with yogurt, and finish them with a chocolate shell? Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Lily. Welcome to Therapy Cook. Let's make these clusters and see how they turned out. This makes 8 clusters. First, cut the peaches into pieces. Now into the blender they go. I honestly don't know what I'd do without this blender. It's basically my right hand man. But here's where things get interesting. The secret to getting this blended peach mixture light and airy instead of hard and icy is actually 2 ingredients. The first one is chia seeds, and the second and most important one is psyllium. This psyllium is 95% pure, and it's one of the secrets behind my 22-pound weight loss. I promised I'd share one of them with you in every video because it's so high in fiber and takes up a lot of space in your stomach and makes the dessert lighter and more enjoyable to eat. And it helps keep things moving smoothly through your digestive system. When it added to a dessert, it can help prevent a sudden spike in blood sugar and insulin. Now add the vanilla and honey. I use organic honey, and this is where I want to add something tart. I love red currants because I like having that little tart contrast in the middle of all the sweetness. You can use blueberries instead, but what else do you think would work here? And look at that color contrast. We haven't even finished the dessert yet, and I already know the colors are going to be beautiful together. Okay, everything is ready. Now let it sit for about 30 minutes, so the psyllium and chia seed can absorb the liquid and bulk up. And while that's happening, let's move on to the second layer. For this layer, I'm using non-fat Greek yogurt. Almond butter already has enough fat in it. Yes, it's a natural source of fat, but this is more than enough. Add the vanilla and honey and mix everything together. Now, can you use peanut butter instead? Yes, but keep in mind that almond butter has a smoother texture, and in the end, it gives you a better result in both texture and flavor. And we still have one more layer to go, and this is the one that's going to give this little cluster that final finish. For the final layer, I have some unsweetened chocolate bars. I'm going to add some coconut oil to them. I'm going to place this bowl over the kettle so the chocolate melts gently from the steam, like this. At this stage, add the vanilla and honey. And before we finish this chocolate, let me tell you a little secret. But first, if you like my style, subscribe, because I'm making 2 kinds of recipes. Some that are completely healthy and some that are healthier versions of high-calorie recipes. Now, here's the secret. Always add a pinch of cinnamon to dark chocolate. Nobody can actually taste the cinnamon, but everyone notices that the flavor is somehow different in a good way. And they'll ask you what your secret is. Mix it really, really well, and give it a little taste to make sure everything tastes good. Yup, we're good. But now comes the part I'm actually curious about. Let's get back to the fruit mixture. Look at the texture it's developed. This is perfect. Using a tablespoon, scoop the mixture into round portions and place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. And now into the freezer they go. 2 hours later, this is where the second layer comes in. Dip them one by one into the yogurt mixture. And if you're looking for healthy dessert ideas, these 2 videos will definitely come in handy. Now back into the freezer they go. This time for 1 hour. You're finally getting to the part that could make or break the whole thing, the chocolate. Now dip them one by one into the chocolate. And this is where I made 2 mistakes. The first one was leaving them in the chocolate for too long. But why was that a problem? Because the temperature of my melted chocolate dropped. So by the time I got to the last one, the chocolate wasn't coating it properly. One pass on this side and one pass on the other is enough for each one. There is no need to keep turning them over and over. But that wasn't my only mistake. My second mistake was actually something I could have fixed very easily. I could have decorated them with walnuts and sliced almonds at this stage. But the chocolate had already set, so the toppings wouldn't stick. I should have decorated each one immediately after dipping it in the chocolate. So for now, just accept them as they are. No decoration. Back into the freezer for another hour. And now, okay, I just took this one straight out of the freezer. Let's see what's inside. The contrast between the dark chocolate, the light cream, and the golden center looks so luxurious and beautiful. But we're not done yet, because straight out of the freezer isn't actually the only way I want to try this. To get a better idea of the texture, I took this one out about 15 minutes ago and let it sit at room temperature. And now, oh wow, this is so pretty. But obviously looking good isn't enough. Let's see how it tastes. If you have made it this far, and only if you liked the video, give it a like. I kept one of these clusters in the freezer, other one in the fridge. Which one tastes better? The answer surprised me. But before we find out, there are two things you should know. If you're trying to eat healthier, can healthy desserts really replace sugary ones? Not completely. A healthy dessert can taste amazing, but if you're chasing that sugar rush, it won't feel the same. Refined sugar reaches your brain faster and triggers a much stronger dopamine response. That's why I keep the sugar as low as possible in all my recipes, even the one that use refined sugar. Does adding more honey maple syrup or dates make a dessert healthier? No, too much sugar is still too much sugar, no matter the source. If your goal is better blood sugar control, improve the insulin sensitivity, or lower inflammation, more natural sugar isn't the answer. So why choose natural sugar? Because they come with fiber and other nutrients, which slow down absorption and help reduce blood sugar spikes. Now, let's talk about the taste. This is just my experience. Your taste might be different, so you'll have to decide for yourself. I'll let the frozen one sit out for 5 minutes. Otherwise, it was hard as a rock. Honestly, I didn't enjoy it. Flavors felt muted. The sugar-free chocolate tasted more bitter than I expected. So, did I ruin the dessert? Not at all. I had already tasted all layer while I'm making it, and they were all delicious. I think the ingredients weren't the problem, the freezer was. So let's go for the refrigerated one. Yep, this is the winner. It's creamy, the flavors finally come through, and everything tastes much more balanced. Even the bitterness of the chocolate adds a rich premium contrast instead of overpowering the dessert. If I make this again, and I definitely will, I will keep it in the fridge, not the freezer. If you know me, you know I always have a plan for my videos, and I'm keeping the summer theme going in the next one. I'm making sugar-free sorbet, 5 kinds. I'll show you how to get that perfect sorbet texture without sugar, and how to combine flavors to make some insanely delicious sorbets. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.